Morning guys, morning. I'm so excited. Where's all my stuff? We are taking a journey together. A journey on this channel. I got my new markers in, my new highlighters. I got so many color note tabs. So many color note tabs. And we are going to begin our annotation of one of my favorite books in the world, Outlander. I'm so excited about this. Am I silly for being this excited? I already picked out what color tabs we're going to use. We're going to start with these right here. I really love these color note ones for a couple of reasons. I don't know if you can see in this light. I might have to show you when I start doing my annotations. But there's a ruler. Yeah, there you go. There's a ruler so you can flip it. You can put your tab in. You can flip it. And you can highlight straight and write straight if you need to write anything. This is the first book I have ever annotated, you guys. So please be patient with your girl because I've never done this before. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. I've seen people do POVs, but I don't want to do that because there's a lot of characters in this book. Not everyone gets a POV. In Throne of Glass, that would be a great book series to do a POV. I think the only POVs in this book, God, it's been years since I've read it, but I've read it so many times. But I feel like Claire and Jamie are the main POVs in this book. So yeah, I'm really excited, you guys, to come along and let's get started. We will not fully finish the annotation for this in this video, I don't think, unless, I blast through this and it comes really easy to me. But I will do a short or another video to show you the finished product. But let's just come together and start looking at this and seeing how we want to do it. Okay, so don't mind my table. I don't know if anybody knows this, but my office table is an old work table of ours. So that's just what I use. It's big, which is great. Like, that's what I like about it, is that it's so big. Because it gives me a lot of space to work. But I had a really hard time picking colors. I wanted to do 2 colors for POVs. So I'm going blue for Jamie's thoughts or something Jamie says or something that's Jamie's point of view. And this, out of the pack that I had, was the closest thing to that middle right there. Kind of what I was shooting for to match for Claire's point of view. I didn't have like a lilac purple. It only had pinks in it. So that was the closest thing, but I could have did another shade of blue, but I thought it was going to be too close. I went with this light salmon and blue. So Claire's thoughts and feelings and things that she says, and Jamie's thoughts and feelings and things that he says. So I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do the highlighting part whilst showing you because I have to hold my phone with my hand. But first sentence, first page. Claire's hair is very notorious, and I think it is a great descriptor of her as a person. So she is meeting in the beginning in 1945 with Mrs. Bard, who is like this older Scottish lady who basically is over the place that they're currently at. Like a house mom or like not a maid. I don't know what to describe her as. But, so she is over this inn or library that they are in as she mentions her beautiful perm. And here in this sentence, she says, I hadn't had the heart to tell her that the waywardness of my light brown curls was strictly the fault of nature and not due to any dereliction on the part of a permanent wave manufacturers. That is a very clear statement. And it also gives you your first physical description of Claire, which I love because Claire, in my mind, is a very specific look to her. So I'm going to highlight that using my ruler to keep it really straight. And there you have it. This is going to take practice. Holy cow. I didn't think just highlighting stuff would take practice. It does. If you see there in the word tell, I held my highlighter for just a second too long because I was adjusting my ruler, and you see a little dark spot in the word tell, and because I held it, there's a slight bleed right there. So we're going to try this again on another sentence, and it's got to be a smooth, like, swipe. So let's see. Before we move on to the next page, though, we are going to add a tab because we highlighted something on this page. I'm going to go ahead and do the whitish pink because it's a Claire statement. This is not as light as I had wanted it. You guys keep with me on this one, okay? This is our first go round of this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this white sticker, and we are going to tab this page. Officially tabbed our first page. I'm so excited, guys. Okay, second sentence. And without discussing it, I think we both felt that it was a symbolic place to reestablish our marriage. We had been married and spent a 2-day honeymoon in the Highlands shortly before the outbreak of war 7 years before. And that is important because it tells why Claire's in the Highlands, how long her and Frank have been married, and why they were separated for the entirety of their marriage. So I was able to do that a little smoother, less bleed through into the previous page. As you can see there, it's there, not as much bleed through, because I just didn't stop and just did nice, smooth transitions. This whole beginning of the book, first couple of chapters, is going to be that salmon color, because we know that Claire introduces our story and our characters. So I'm just going to go ahead and do these first couple of chapters and update you guys from there. We are only 5 chapters in, guys. 5 chapters in, and there is so much. So much. You see that about 3 or so chapters in, you start to see the blue tabs. It's going to focus. There we go. And I've gone in and I've marked a lot of Jamie's speak and things that he says in blue there compared to the salmon color that is Claire. Just, it's a lot. And I'm only 5 chapters in. Oh my gracious. It's so much. Okay, so we are about a week in, maybe not quite a week in. And we've done about, we're on page 250 with our annotation. Lots of good stuff. It's been such a good experience as well. Just because I love this series. There was a lot when they first arrive at the castle. I just have been enjoying this experience so much, and it's one of my favorite stories. I'll probably do one more update before this gets posted, but I doubt it will be finished. Okay, 300 pages in. This is about where we're stopping. Jamie and Claire have just gotten wed. They've had their marriage bed. This has been such an enjoyable experience for me. I've read this book probably 10 times, and I feel like I take something different from it every single time that I read it. And I just really have been enjoying this so much. So yeah, this is where it ends for you guys. I will probably do a short when I finish it just to show you that it's been done. And yeah, I've just really been enjoying this. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for my first little journey into annotation.